have a topic that is very, very interesting. Maybe I'll be looking at the last line that's a bit hard, but I want to believe you'll be able to walk with us to the very end of this program. The topic today will be positive and negative reinforcement. Positive and negative reinforcement. As you know, we're talking about parenthood. And in the show today, we have a very special guest who is a counseling psychologist and, of course, a founder of a farm or a company called Farmness Hub. Let me give an opportunity to introduce yourself. Welcome, Kwanza.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And you're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So maybe just to start off, can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you so much. My name is Rose Bae. I'm a counseling psychologist, as you said, and a founder of a farm called Farmness Hub. Farmness Hub basically is that nest that needs to be farmed for this child to grow and become a responsible citizen and have the resilience for life. So basically that is who I am. Yes, currently mastering in marriage and family therapy, but children is my interest.
So currently you're mastering
marriage and family therapy, specializing on child and adolescents.
Maybe a bit on this hub that you're calling Farmness. So what do you do exactly? Do you maybe talk to people? Is it a counseling point? What is it all about?
Being a counseling psychologist, I deal with children. So I do mentorship a lot, but where we mention children, we cannot leave out what I'm calling a nest. A nest is a parent, a nest is a teacher, a nest is the society, a nest is a house girls, or what we call the people that bring this child. Growing up, our days, even a neighbor would discipline you. So everything to do with that child's welfare, that is what I call a nest. So I do mentorship, talk to parents, the teachers, the society about this child that needs to be taken care of.
True. Yeah. Of course, those days, as you just say, there was that involvement of the community around in parenthood, which is a bit different right now. Kila mtu anasema shughulika na wako. That is the rhythm. That's the talk right now. This show is called Parental Empowerment. What comes in your mind when you talk about parental empowerment?
Wow.
And why should we maybe encourage this kind of sports or shows dealing with such topics?
First of all, it's to say this is the best initiative ever, because for a long time we thought this child needs to be like growing up. It was all about us. We used to hustle our ways, go do everything towards our development. But the parental empowerment, maybe to underline that, it is to empower this parent to bring up a child that will be resilient for life, a child that will be responsible. But it is empowering, not ordering around, empowering this parent so that you understand this child better, you understand yourself, so that you know how and what am I supposed even to do for me to be able to bring out this child.
So you agree that there is need for, because when you talk about parental empowerment, it is that extra kind of knowledge that you need to. So there is need for parents outside there, people outside there to also be able either to go to books, learn from people like you.
Oh yes, and watch these shows because they need to learn these points. Because some people are doing whatever they are doing, not because of ignorance, it's just because they don't know. It's not that they know and they have just purpose not to do it. So it is very important to have such shows so that they are able to know that extra thing they need to do.
So before maybe now we get to the topic, you as a counseling psychologist, most of the people we invite here or have here in the show are maybe they're just counselors or maybe they're trainers. So the combination, why the combination? Or what is it all about? Maybe as a profession.
We have theories. When we are studying, we do a lot of theories that tries to understand behaviors. So we are able, being a counseling psychologist, you're able to draw theories from books and bring it to reality and try and see when we have issues, we can easily be able to assess and say this particular person could be suffering from what we call childhood experience. There's a theory for that. But of course, in such shows, we don't use those theories. We use the skills that we have. So that is the difference between counselor is someone who come and listen to you and give me some, especially what we call counseling, guiding and counseling. But here we use theories, but we don't tell you what to do we explore around with you and bring insight so that by the time you're doing whatever you're doing, you're able to have insight and knowledge.
Wow.
So we draw theories from whatever we know and we bring it. Now you're able to choose what works for you.
Wow. My viewer, of course, we just need to say that you have the best in the show, Rosemary.
Thank
so
you.
welcome. So
Thank you.
Today we are talking about a very interesting topic, positive and negative reinforcement. Reinforcement to me looks a big word.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like it's some force being used. Maybe what comes to your mind? Maybe can you try to elaborate or put it to our level at the end of the day?
Thank
positive
you.
and negative reinforcement.
Yes. When you talk about positive, and you said first of all we talk about reinforcement.
Reinforcement, yes.
It's basically influencing our behavior. You know, reinforcement means, according to how you put it, is like forcing, you know.
Yes.
Forget about forcing. It is basically influencing our behavior. You know, so here we're discussing about positive and negative reinforcements. How can we play around our behavior? When our behavior is too much, how can we reduce it? When certain behavior is not in, because here we are talking about all behaviors, positive and negative. So when it is not there, how can we make sure it is there, you know, to make this person responsible? So basically reinforcement here, we're looking at it from this angle. It is how do we influence this particular behavior?
A good point to start in maybe would be to identify some of this. What are some of the positive and the negative maybe reinforcement? Because now we're getting to the setting that is a home, where we have the father, the mother, the kids. What are some of these maybe positive and negative reinforcement we're talking about?
Okay, let's first of all talk about positive reinforcement. What is it? It is influencing our behavior by introducing something unpleasant. Let me explain further. I know. Yeah. Something, yes, unpleasant. You are introducing something unpleasant to reinforce this behavior positively. For example, I want to give an example. We say we are going raw here. Growing up, we had these days of. Personally, I have this experience. My mom happens to be a retired teacher, and was a very good disciplinarian. Because here, everything here we are covering is about discipline. But discipline, some people get to think discipline is spanking, is those pipes that parents used to hang somewhere. Viboko. So discipline here, my viewer, is basically how to influence a behavior. So growing up, I didn't like washing utensils. Those stuff of pushing the apple, you know, I didn't like it.
Those people wanted
yes,
yes. House manager.
And they were there. But at some point, you are like, today is a Saturday, you are the one cleaning breakfast utensils. And so I used to pick glass, you know, cups, and anything to do with ugali stuff, you know, I used to pack them somewhere, corner. So a parent comes, and anaziangalia, and you can tell, okay, 1, 2, 3 are not done. So no discipline, no sparking, and I thought everything is good. We take lunch and okay, are you through with utensils? Yes, I did morning. So my duty is the next, you know, sibling. So she used to go pick those stuff and bring them. What did we eat lunch today? Maybe gederi, maybe, okay, so, and what are these things doing? What does that mean? You never washed it. Yes, so what you do is, these ones together, lunch, utensils. So, introducing something else. So an unpleasant. So my behavior of not being thorough was reinforced by adding more work.
I almost talk about its pain. It's pain. Do you call it sweet pain or pain that? Because it looks unpleasant to.
It is very unpleasant.
To the kid,
that I mean.
Yeah, but the parent knows.
Yes.
The end result will be positive.
So trust you me today, that's the best thing I do. Today, yes. Why? There is a behavior that was reinforced of being thorough on whatever you are doing. So
in short, you are saying that despite that sometimes we find ourselves that it might be painful, but it's good.
It is.
There's a positive bit of that pain that you need to add for things to work.